Hey y'all, it's Laura from North Mississippi.
It's Chris
from Windmill Farms, and we are leaving Tractor Supply. I don't know if you caught the sign there at the very beginning of the video because I know it was in the background. And well, they're being a little quiet at the moment. We just wanted to do a real quick video for those of you who have tractor supplies around you on a way that you can increase your farm and save you some money. So hold on while we get across the road and we will be right back to tell you what we got going on. Alrighty, so you are ready to add to your flock or to your farm. You're looking to add some animals. Now, Tractor Supply runs 2 set of chick days a year. They run one over in the spring. It normally starts roughly about Easterish. I know, but that's when it starts. And then they always run one in the fall. Now the fall is not necessarily at every single Tractor Supply store like the one in the spring is, but at ours here in Batesville we have both sets. We have the spring and the fall. We were recently in Santa Fe, Texas. Their Tractor Supply did not have the fall chick days, so they apparently only run them in the spring. But that being said, there comes a time, kind of usually towards the end of the chick days, where you can get really great deals. Now we're fixing to show you a real quick shot of the box of chicks that we got and kind of show you what you're looking for. So come on along with us while we do that. Newest additions to the farm. These came from the fall chick days at Tractor Supply. We just got kind of a hodgepodge of what they had left. But as you see, these are much older chicks. You can see where they're losing all their baby down on the bottom, and they're actually starting to come in with their flight feathers here.
And the comb development.
And the comb development's coming in. This is what you want to look for when you go to increase your farm. And we're going to get these guys put up so they can get calm and stay calm on the ride home. And we'll explain why these are what you're going to look for here in just a second. Okay, so that's the box of chicks we picked up today. Not intending to, but it seems like we do this every year.
Well, what we do is we go into the Tractor Supply, like anytime we're over here in this particular town that has it, which is Batesville or Tupelo, anytime we're in there, we just always stop in. Tractor Supply, just a place we stop in just to kind of see, because we also picked up a button-up Western shirt today for $7. Normally a Wrangler shirt costs $23 more. We picked it up for $7. That's the reason we go into Tractor Supply.
Yeah, the clearance section's usually really good.
This is what we do to a lot of places. We don't go in to look at the main stuff, we go in to look at the clearance. Anyway, with that being said, when we go in and we see big chicks like we showed you that I had in my hand, they've had them chicks for a while, and now they're flying from one water trough to another because that's what they put them in.
Yeah.
This becomes a liability for them, okay? So normally, if you ask to speak to the manager and ask the manager what they'll take, they normally take $1 a piece at that point in time on them, okay?
Now, mind you, they may, like they told us today, you've got to get a minimum of 10. Well, if you're going to give them to me for $1 a piece, I'm already going to get 10.
Yeah. Well, we picked up 15, okay? We picked up 15 for $15. That was actually a $58 buy back there that we got for $15. So roughly we saved $44. Now when you're talking about homestead, and if y'all are like us and your money's tight, you have to make the most of every dollar that you do. Why do I want to spend $3 on something for a chick this big that might not make it? If any of y'all have had chickens, you understand sometimes you can do everything right and you're going to lose 50% of your flock for whatever reason. Other times, you throw the birds out there and don't even really pay them much attention, and you keep every one.
Yeah.
So it's not like there's a rhyme or reason most of the time, unless you got a predator or you got a disease that come through for whatever reason.
Now, usually when we do this, because this is the second or third time, we've picked up about half-grown chicks, like that one that he picked up and we showed you out of the box. What we have found is with those, because they're grown up a little bit more, they've already kind of went through the whole stress of heat and cold and overcrowding and everything, they tend to survive better.
They seem to be a hardier bird. They do. They seem to be a much hardier bird for us. And a lot of times when we pick these up, we pick them up knowing that a lot of them are going to be what we call a feeder bird. We're going to grow them out. We're not worried about egg production off of them. If we get some eggs, that's fine. But we're growing them out to slaughter to put in the freezer.
Yes, these are not pets.
these birds will get us through the winter, is what it boils down to. We're going to feed these out because where we're at, North Mississippi, it is still 90 degrees plus right now. We still got over 2 months of this type of temperature, not necessarily 90s, but temperatures well above freezing.
Yeah.
So we got more than enough time to grow these birds out and have them ready for when winter gets here. And that gives us, and we normally, as it starts cooling off a little bit, we throw the feed to them. I throw it to them as much as I can to grow them out. Yep. So, but that's a good way for you to get your flock up and running, to give you feeder birds to make it through the winter and not spend a lot of money. Instead of spending $3.78 for a bird this big, now you're getting a bird that big. As y'all saw when I picked him up, he's as big as my hand. Not quite a Cornish hen, but pretty dang good size.
Yeah.
Big as a quail for $1. So you can't beat that, people. You know, this is the kind of deals you have to look for to help your homestead out.
So, it's not a very long video today. When we do get home, because we are going to put them back in the brooder for a little while. There's some of them, like that one we showed you. It was losing its belly down, but it hadn't quite come in with the adult feathers over the actual body yet, because the flight feathers always come in first. So we're going to stick them in a brooder and keep them in a brooder for probably another 2 weeks.
Probably, yeah.
And before we actually move them into actual true grow out pens. But I mean, we're only needing to keep them in the brooder for roughly about 2 weeks probably. And we'll show you us unboxing them and sticking them in the brooder when we get home. And 2, that's that much less time we've got to worry about them being there before we can actually take them and put them in a grow out pen. Rather than a little chick that now you've got to wait 6, 8, 10 weeks, however long it takes them to get upsized to go into the grow out pen. We won't have to wait near that long on these. So
Tractor Supply did all the work for us, so we got them cheaper than we would have if we took them home.
Exactly, with a lot less risk. At least that's how it has worked for us in the past. So,
but when we get home, we'll show y'all with them in the pen, the little brooder pen that we have, and we'll show you that when we get home. All right? Y'all come on and join us today.
See you in a little bit.
That's a little bitty one compared to the rest of them, Mama.
Yeah, there was one baby I got.
But this ain't no baby. These babies are hot.
In that box.
I mean, they're like hot. Like, ooh. Alright, as we told you, we're back home and we just got them put in their brood box. We're going to give you a quick look in here. That's them in their brood box. I got a water already set up for them. I've got a feeder over here that I'm going to put in for them just a minute. We got one in there that's got diarrhea. I already see that. So we're going to have to keep a watch on that. But
well, now sometimes the stress of moving them can do that.
Yep.
You just have to kind of watch them and keep an eye on them. So we're almost positive that all of these big, huge yellow ones, you look at how big their legs and everything are, that these are Cornish rocks, that these are meant to be meat birds. These black colored ones are either going to be well summers or they're going to be something called an Asian.
I think this one's a well summer. See the brown coming in on his wing?
Yeah, y'all see that? And then the lights, there we go, like that one right there, should be like an Isa Brown, which they're not a heritage breed, but they're a good egg producer. So,
but this is our little brooder we have on the front porch. put our light up here, plug it in. They'll be good at nighttime. We're going to keep them in here a couple of weeks, and we're going to transport them over to the big grow out cages as we told y'all before. So as I said earlier, this is just a quick way at this time of the year to get you some grow out birds for the winter to eat at a very, very good deal. That's all it basically boils down to, is how to make your dollar stretch further on the homestead. All right. So as always, I appreciate y'all watching our video. Give us a thumbs up. Hit the bell down there if y'all want to know every time we do. Subscribe to us if you want to. I don't know what else to tell you other than this has been a great, fantastic find for us today. I mean, that's $44 off of what we should have paid for them. So that's a great, that's $44 we can put in our farm somewhere else. And as always, I'm going to tell y'all to have a blessed day. We've had one the Lord shine down on us, let us get these birds at a good price. And always, be safe.